Hey, and welcome back. Chances are you've been waiting for this for a long time, so thank you for your patience. But today we're going to start Blood Omen 2. As you might know, Blood Omen 2 is not my favorite Legacy of Kain game. My very favorite thing about Blood Omen 2 is how many of you it brought to the series. And seriously, that makes me so happy. I don't care where you start with Legacy of Kain, just so long as you did. And I love that so many of you thought Blood Omen 2 was so cool and looked so cool that it made you interested in playing the rest. And also there are things about it that I really like. It's great for atmosphere. It's a pretty fun game once you get into it, and it has easily the best NPC dialogue in the entire series. So we're going to enjoy all of those as we play. But we've got some twists today that I'm really excited about. First, we're not playing vanilla Blood Omen 2. We're playing the Conceptual Edition by community member Pebble in the Pond, with help from lots of other community folks, including some friends of the channel. Now, this mod is really exciting because it solves a lot of in-game issues and restores a lot of cut content, including voice lines, changes some textures, restores prototype versions of UI elements, and allows us the ability to mix up some outfits, which is really cool. And it includes the revamped patch, which provides all kinds of fixes for the PC version. With a port of the PS2 version on the PS5 that I played on the channel before, it's still very buggy. Lots of legacy bugs in that. I'm really excited to play this version of the game, not just for the cut content, but just also for the general stability, and hopefully we get to get more of what the developers intended. Now, that's not going to fix some of my other issues with Blood Omen 2. So that leads me to the second thing we're going to do to make it more interesting, and that's cash. Yeah, that's right. Don't be too impressed, it's just once. But I'm going to put a bunch of money in my pocket, and every time I complain about Blood Omen 2, we are going to put that in a jar, and at the end of the series, we are going to donate this to a good cause, which in this case is going to be the blood donation arm of the Red Cross. And at the end of every episode, I'll tell you how much I'm donating, and you can match it if you'd like. So I'm going to pay for my complaints, and we're going to put them towards a good cause. Also, as we go, we're going to start adding what we'll call bingo card elements. Every time Kain points with his claw, for instance, I'll throw $1 in there. And then, of course, as always, we've got the coin, which is going to tell us how to play. Now, I'm mixing it up a little bit. In the past, we've done Kain as doing every fight and feeding on every human we can, and Raziel not doing that. But this time, we are going to play off of one of my main complaints with Blood Omen 2, and that's how it gets Kain's character wrong. Blood Omen 2 paints Kain as impetuous and sometimes kind of stupid. Kain was anything but stupid, even by that time. I mean, he was 200 years old by the time Blood Omen 2 starts. And yeah, you don't get to 200 even as a vampire and still be dumb. If it's Kain, we're going to roleplay Kain the way that I think he should be played. And that's cunning, ruthless, and not necessarily killing everybody on the street. If it's Raziel, casting no aspersions on Raziel's character, but we won't do that. We'll be a menace and we'll kill absolutely everybody. So let's flip and see where we land. It's Kain. All right, so we're going to be smart. We're going to be ruthless, and we're going to slip through Meridian the most intelligent way we possibly can. All right, let's play Blood Omen 2 Conceptual Edition. Getting some nostalgic intro cards here. And the shift to red, of course. Okay, I really do love this graphic here. You know, granted, it feels a little false advertising because we don't actually get the Soul Reaver in regular gameplay. But still, super, I love Meridian in the background. I love Kain's glowing eyes, and I love the hair, of course. But yeah, this is just a classic Legacy of Kain image there. All right, let's watch the intro movie and complain about it. Hopefully it gives you pleasure that every time I complain about Blood Omen 2, I'm going to pay for it. Here we go. 400 years after the nobleman Cain was cursed to walk the night as a vampire, and centuries before Cain would rule the wasteland of Nosgoth with his lieutenant Raziel, his path of conquest is stopped by a new enemy. The pillars of Nosgoth lie in ruin. Vampires roam the land once again, and the legacy of Cain continues. Okay, so complaint number 1. This opening sequence has no dialogue in a series famed for its dialogue. So, yeah, I think that's a little silly. Claw point. There we go. That's our first Blood Omen 2-ism. Also, I think it's a little weird that he's in a bed and not in a crypt. This part's cool, though. That's the Seraphan Lord, and we'll talk a lot more about him later. But this is another era in Nosgoth's history that I'm really interested in. You know, how Cain raised his vampire army, and... yeah! Hissy, hissy, let's go. It does very, very deftly set up a revenge tale, though. I will give it that. Dun, 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 dun. Mm-hmm.
From the shards of tattered dreams I rose.
Oh, nice. They've got an overlap now.
Tossed upon
So it's not
tides
a
of
hard
pain that flowed and ebbed and left me searingly awake, and more revoltingly alive.
I do love that line.
It was then I saw her for the first time.
Good evening. We did not expect you to awaken so soon. Already you surprise us.
My mind was in fragments like shattered
And there's
glass.
Uma.
Where am I? I don't remember.
I actually really like Uma.
Yes. It was said your memory would be affected by your long slumber. That will pass in time. I am Uma, and I am here to help you. Know that your name is Cain, and you were once a power in the land.
You could say
I know
that.
my name, but my past, I remember fragments only.
That you awoke at all is a miracle.
And on the channel,
When
you've
we
heard me
found
complain
you,
about amnesia.
There was but the barest
I'm gonna
thread
do
of
it
life
again.
left in you. We nurtured it, fed it, and now you rise and walk again.
And what is this place?
You are in the city of Meridian, capital of the land of Nosgoth, the land you once sought to conquer and rule. Tell me, since you remember your name, do you also remember your nature?
Of course.
that might have to be another W2 or Blood Omen 2.
You have been asleep for 200 years. In that time, this is what has become of Nosgoth.
Bet.
You were a great general, commanding an army of vampires.
Holy crap.
But the powers you opposed were too strong for you. You were struck down, your armies defeated, scattered, and destroyed. Everyone believed you to be dead.
Who defeated me?
The Seraphan, an army of fanatical humans sworn to eradicate all vampires from the world. A new leader brought them together, and wielding a new kind of magic, deadly to our kind, was able to destroy your army and kill most of the vampires. You were defeated in mortal combat by this leader, the Seraphan Lord. But that is not the end of the story. Under the guise of protecting the land from the vampire menace, the Seraphans seized control of all of Nosgoth, and their rule is not kind. For 200 years, the Seraphan have enslaved the humans under their iron rule, and hunted down and destroyed every vampire they could find.
They have not succeeded, however.
Not yet. And now, with your help, it is our hope to crush the Seraphan and restore order to the city.
The natural order. Vampires preying upon humans.
Naturally.
You said our hope. Who are you?
We are the Cabal, the vampire resistance. We work to undermine the Seraphan at every turn. But we are losing. With the new magic they employ, the glyph magic, they are able to find us and kill us. Our numbers are dwindling. Without help, we will not survive. We need you, Cain.
Of course you did not bring me back simply out of kindness. There must be a price.
We need you to help the Resistance. Our faces are known. They kill us on sight. But you are ancient history, long since dead and buried. You can go where we cannot. That gives us a small advantage.
How splendid for you. And why do you suppose I would do this? What is to be my reward? Your eternal gratitude.
Have you changed so much? The Seraphan Lord defeated you. Don't you want to kill him? When you have destroyed him, you can continue your ascent to power, restore your army, and rule the land at last. Does the lust for vengeance and power no longer stir you? Are you so dead?
I seem to remember that I played the pawn once before. It ended badly.
This time, you will prevail. We are simply your allies, not your betrayers. What we want from you is open and plain, with no hidden paths. If you succeed, so do we all.
Are you asking me to trust you?
We must trust one another. Together, we can defeat the Seraphan Lord. Once he is dead, his order will collapse. Mindless fools that they are. But there are dangers other than the Seraphan which must be overcome.
I care not for any dangers. They will fear me, do you hear? Tell me where to find the Seraphan Lord. I'll have him buried within the hour.
Such arrogance.
Impetuous Cain.
If it were so
Come on,
easy,
he's smarter
we would
than
have
that.
done it ourselves, Cain. And you are far too weak to fight him yet. He is protected, too, by other vampires.
Vampires in service to the Seraphan? Are they mad?
They value their lives. While they serve the Seraphan Lord, he lets them live.
I will enjoy destroying them.
You would be lucky to survive one such encounter until you grow stronger. But should you prevail, then you will be able to absorb their veins and thus gain new abilities.
Their veins?
To our kind, these are called the Dark Gifts.
I look forward to meeting these traitors to our kind. My senses spun. My body ached. Weakness overcame me.
You have the thirst upon you. Come, vampire. It is time for you to feed.
Yes.
These chapter cards look really, really nice. Restored by Reyna Audrin, by the way. Yeah, here we go. Here's the good stuff. Yeah, she looks great. A lot of these textures have been tweaked as part of this mod.
Cain, do not be afraid.
He looks good too. Why would he be afraid?
What magic is this?
I am using the Whisper, Cain, a natural ability of vampires. In this way,
Echo too.
We can keep in contact even over great distances.
Yes, I remember now. She had been in my thoughts. I almost believed I had called her myself.
Never fear. I cannot read your thoughts, but only speak into your mind and hear you in return. Now, proceed down this street. I shall be waiting.
Okay, time to talk. So, one of my big complaints with Blood Omen 2 is how long the cutscenes are and how little each of the cutscenes say about the characters that they're not saying outright. They're outlining the plot, but they're not really telling us much about the characters. Now, I really like Uma as a character, and I think that there's a lot that we learn about her in Blood Omen 2 that is really interesting, but I'd really love to learn more. So we'll talk more, and I'm really excited to kind of see what Conceptual Edition has added that we didn't get to have before. But yeah. Anyway, so far, yeah, I mean, it's Blood Omen 2. They did patch in the PS2 version of the cutscenes, though. So I haven't seen the original PC cutscenes, so I'll kind of have to take their word for it on the quality increase. But yeah, let's play the game. Yeah, look at that nice widescreen there. And using look. I've got mouse looked to my right stick here. But Blood Omen 2 also kind of has the follow camera. What do you folks have to say? Anything? Okay.
We're here to protect us, that's why.
Why so many?
Well, we need a great deal of protection. The Seraphim have sworn to protect the people and destroy the vampire menace.
Have you ever seen a vampire?
Exactly. They've kept their promise.
Well, I'll tell you what else they've kept. Our tax money, that's what.
Hush that talk. Someone may hear you.
So yeah, really, I mentioned this in the intro, but Blood Omen 2 really does have the best NPC dialogue in the entire series. Like, it's really fun to listen to people. They really do a good job.
Welcome to the Slums, Kane. We are in the oldest and most decrepit part of the city, where few people dare to come. A perfect place to train you.
Train me? Do you take me for a dog?
Your memory has been shattered, and your body has lain dormant for 200 years. What skills you had must be recovered before you can be of any use to the Cabal. You must learn to fight and to survive.
I thought you were taking me to feed.
Patience, vampire. First, know that you are stronger and faster than mortal men, able to jump higher and farther than any human that ever lived. When your path is blocked, seek for a place to jump. Now, join me up here.
So another thing that I've had to kind of think about a little bit is the Whisper. We don't really ever see the Whisper used anywhere else in the series. So it makes me wonder if this was an ability that Cain was not able to pass on to Raziel and his brothers. I don't know. Question for another time, I guess. There we go.
Excellent. Know that you also have the ability to float. When you are on a ledge, such as this one, you may land silently and carefully by floating down. This will be important when I train you to kill. Now, follow me.
She would discover I needed little training in how to kill.
So this is actually a common feature of several Legacy of Kain things, but Simon always gives it his full performance. He is so good in this role, and always has been. And yeah, even to this day, he has not lost a step.
Closed off? The whole of the lower city? How am I to get home tonight?
It's just as I told you.
My Agnes will have my head.
I couldn't get home the last time they did this. I had no place to sleep. And then I was picked up and fined for being on the street at night.
They can't do that.
What they do, we'd better find a bed for the night.
Agnes is not going to believe me.
So yeah, Seraphan rule, not great for humans. So one thing that I spend a lot of time thinking about with Blood Omen 2 is you can absolutely attack any NPC that you want. Now, in the vanilla game, you could actually get experience points or lore from attacking and feeding from every single creature. I'm not sure if that's the same way. It's the same way in the Conceptual Edition. We'll find out, but I think that might have been changed. But since we're playing it smart, we're not going to randomly assault every single passerby. Also, one gripe that I have about Blood Omen 2 is that Cain forgot all of his forms. Already starting to run out of room in there. Yeah, in Defiance, I get just so used to pushing through grates, you know?
This city is a labyrinth.
All the better for a hunting ground. Tell me, Cain, are you hungry?
Yes.
I have a prisoner waiting for you down below. A thug from a local gang of criminals. He sought to murder yet another helpless victim, but he met me instead.
Spare me the moral anecdote and direct me to his throat.
Claw point.
Drink then. I will be waiting below.
And I love that line too. Like it's such a silly rhyme, but it does actually kind of capture something about Cain's character. Which he's, yeah. Let's drop the moral posturing, shall we? Okay, so we do have to there we go. Also, if you
I see you are restored.
I am.
Blood is your life. Without it, you will die. If you are wounded, seek out blood to restore your vitality. You must know, too, that by drinking the blood of others, you will gradually become stronger and harder to kill. We call this a vampire's lore. The more creatures you drink from, the more lore you will gain, and the greater your health will become. Leave no enemy alive, Cain. You will need their blood and their lore to survive. Now, let us continue.
Anything over here? Nope.
Somebody help me, please!
Helpless victims. And the laugh. Alright, I am curious. We're going to ignore the coin here for a second. Okay, it didn't look like that filled up my lore bar at all, so we'll be watching for that. I actually don't mind though, because I really prefer the mechanics not encouraging you to make something that's more of a player choice, you know?
We also have certain weaknesses that they do not possess. Though it is life-giving to humans, water is deadly to vampires. Its touch burns our skin. Immersion in water can kill us. Avoid it at all costs. Also know that scattered throughout Meridian are relics of our ancestors. Useless to humans, only vampires can access these coffers and use the power within. Seek these out on your journey.
All right. It might be deadly, but it's also gross. There we go. Okay, and this is actually going to be a good test case up here. Okay.
Stay back.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so we do get lore from feeding from random humans. All right, well, in a previous playthrough, I maxed out my lore bar about 2/3 of the way through the game, so you definitely do not have to feed on humans. To max it out, you can just feed it, or non-hostile humans. What the? That's a very digital cat sound. Okay, back to abiding by the coin's outcome. We're gonna be smart, not necessarily make scenes of ourselves here.
I spoke before of our mortal enemies, the Seraphan. It is their sworn crusade to destroy all vampires, and for this they have developed special defenses. You see here a ward gate.
What precisely does it do?
Should you so much as touch it, you will be burned as by fire. The Seraphan have raised these wards throughout Meridian. We can go no farther this way. Follow me into the sewer.
Had to learn the hard way. So look at these skyboxes too. These have also been tweaked. Sewer level.
Your ability to survive will depend upon your ability to fight. It's time for you to learn how to kill. Your first line of defense is your agility. You can dodge around an opponent using your inhuman speed. You can also defend yourself by blocking attacks. I shall now strike at you. Do not be concerned. I shan't use my claws. Block my attacks, and we can proceed to the next lesson.
Okay, before we get much further into this, I do want to say I got a lot more out of Blood Omen 2 when I was playing on with skilled blocking rather than assisted. Now, I also spent a long time playing the Souls games, and there was just something about it that really, really clicked for me that the last time I played, as opposed to to the first time I played, which I used assisted that first time. But I really like using skilled. So. It's almost like a rhythm game. Just have to boom, 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 just like that. Boom, boom, boom. It's not very hard. You just have to get the rhythm.
With a natural weapon, our claws. Use them to kill your enemies. You can practice by attacking me.
Sounds just a little sultry when she says that. You can practice by attacking me.
If you see an enemy become tired,
Foreshadowing.
use this opportunity to grab him. Once grabbed, you can throw him a great distance.
So blood suck to grab, you can choke. And then forward and...
Hey, Victus!
Hey! We don't get to hear... That's new for Conceptual Edition, I think. Choke.
Excellent.
You can choke and you can throw.
Your lesson is over for the moment.
There's another thing you can do.
Continue through the
I'm not going to
sewer,
disrespect
and
Uma
I shall
that
meet
way.
you again shortly.
Yeah, and this is where Blood Omen 2, like, you've got to get a little further into it for it to really open up and get super interesting. But that is where one of its real strengths lies, in terms of its place in the series, is that its combat really does get interesting.
Here you are at last. Through this door lies your first true test. A gang of criminals are encamped ahead, and one of their number stands guard.
Oh, his
unaware
text.
that
He
his
looks
fate
different.
approaches. You must kill him, Cain. You have the skill to block and dodge his attacks. Bring him down using your claws. Once you have felled him, drink his blood to restore yourself from any wounds you may receive. I will be
At this
watching.
point, we know how being a vampire works. And teleportation, too. So, again, like, I really want to know, like, what the secret of vampire teleportation is. Janos can do it, Vorador can do it, and Uma can do it. Cain and Raziel cannot. Well, Cain can do it later, but Raziel can never do it, and Cain can't do it now. But I want to know. All right, from the dark gift menu.
What do we have here? Hey, Victus!
Oh, well, that was... nice. And now we have Spiked Mace.
In addition to our physical superiority, vampires also possess dark gifts. These are our supernatural abilities. Our curse develops differently in
Share
each
the
of
dark
us,
gift.
giving us unique powers. Much of your former power, Cain, has been weakened during your long hibernation. The mist you see here can be used to your advantage. You have the ability to assume a mist form and become nearly invisible. You can move silently to bring down your prey from behind. At times when you are outnumbered, look for mist from which to kill your enemies silently. If you are pursued, you can hide in mist to escape. Now, use this gift to kill those before you in the cemetery. I will let you continue when the deed is done.
There we go. The mace decapitation. Classic. Oh, hey. I think Uma said we had to kill them both, so. I'm finished. Maybe. Is there somebody else? Ah. And weapons do break, so I do try to keep them fresh. It's posters in French.
What manner of sorcery is this?
This is glyph energy, a new form of magic brought into the world with the rise of the Seraphan. It supplies power to all of Meridian. The gate you see can be opened using this energy. Activate the glyph box. This will bring power to the gate's lever and allow you to open it.
So this tutorial is not quite as slow-paced as a Zelda or Final Fantasy game, but it's kind of slow-paced.
What do we have here?
There we go. Okay, so we'll change to rage. Let's climb up on these shanty shacks.
Well done. The glyphs are operated by the Glyph Rites, a secret society existing within Meridian. You may see them
Very
working on
mysterious.
glyphs from time to time. They rarely talk with the townsfolk, and very little is known about their origins. Ahead is the market where the common dregs of Meridian engage in their filthy commerce. Beyond the market
commerce.
is the bridge that leads to the lower city. Make your way east to the bridge. I shall meet you there.
And where are you going?
I shall scout ahead to ensure that you don't meet any Seraphan patrols. You aren't ready for them yet.
How trusting of you to leave me to my
Claw
own
point.
devices.
Consider it an act of goodwill.
So one thing that I would really love to see, should we ever get a Blood Omen 2 remaster or maybe even a remake, I would really like to see some more characterization for Uma. She is, I find her to be such an interesting character, and I would love to, I really want to see that come out more. I'd love to see more personality. I'd love to see more conflict in her emotions. I'd love to see any emotion from Uma. So, yeah, that's something that I really, really hope that, we get to see someday. I think that Blood Omen 2's entire, I think its story, like this, what its plot is good, but it needs better characterization to make it a really good story. I'll get to you in just a second. Gotta do some yelling first. Thunk. How about you? Are you mortally wounded? Yep. Your blood now serves a greater purpose. Yeah, you can see these icons are different. These are the prototype dark gift icons. Oh, the mace decapitations, man. I find them so funny. Somebody coming? They're not getting over there.
That's generous, I call it. You see that? Have you seen what it can do? It will bring light and heat and no cost for oil or coal. And they bring it right down to the poorer quarters for us simple folk to use. Bless the Seraphim and all their doings, that's what I say, for sharing their magic with the poor. Call the guard!
Agree to disagree. So I know that our characterization of Cain is that we're not killing without reason, but I felt like that was a pretty good reason. Oh, looks like we do need to get down there. Yeah, so these glyphs do lead to some pretty wild timed puzzles later in the game. Hey, it's not a complaint yet. We're not there yet. We've got water right there, which is not great for vampires. There we go. Oh. I need another weapon soon. Yeah, these overly compressed digital animal noises I've always found really funny. Where are you leading me, kitty? To lore. Excellent. And rats. Come on over. Oh. Having to do a little bit of controller editing as we go.
What do we have here?
There we go.
Come, this way. Follow me.
Where are we going?
I am taking you to Sanctuary, the heart of the Cabal.
The Goth
It is
Club?
time that you meet our leader.
It was time indeed to hear this so-called leader's plans and learn what he thought his plans might be for me.
Cain, this way.
Vampire!
So stealthy.
Close the gate.
Cain, you must find a way to reach the lower city. The smuggler's tunnel will take you there.
Pestilent vampire, die!
the Grand Hotel in the slums. A contact will meet you there. He will tell you where to go.
Stinking, verminous, blood-sucking fiend!
Do you want your death now? Come, and you shall have it.
Come back!
I was alone at last, in a city changed beyond all recognition, in a land that was under a curse. Should I follow her, as she asked, or go my own way, find my own answers? But answers were promised me in Sanctuary. After that, I would know what to do.
Okay, so now the hand-holding is done. And we're going to do some wandering. So at some point we're going to talk about a bit more about the development of Blood Omen 2 and kind of how troubled it was.
What
And
do we have here?
come on, but not one fighting. There we go. Okay, so the glowing eyes on Kane right here. That part has always been pretty cool. You'll notice that if you play Defiance Remastered and you get the pre-fallen lieutenant skin for Raziel, his eyes glow when he feeds too. So cool detail by lead character artist The Hilden there. But yeah, I love kind of the sunsetty look there. And really, like, being able to play this in widescreen 1080p is really nice. So that is thanks to the revamped mod there that's included with Conceptual Edition. And it also includes the revamped patch by Gemini, which is widely considered to be the way to play Blood Omen 2 on PC. Also, you can play it in 120 frames a second. If you're so inclined. I don't have a 120 frames a second monitor, so nobody. Ooh, different weapon. A knife, also known as knife. See, now I'm starting to insert decades-old in-jokes from my friend group into these videos, so. Blocks. It's blocking the door. Okay, I'm gonna complain about my own joke there. See? Oh, time to reload. I've already used up a whole pocket full of complaints. Also, this is not the channel flannel, it's just a shirt that looks like the old channel flannel. Rest in peace, channel flannel.
No, get away from me.
Okay, pal, you're in my way. That's a good enough reason. And I'm hungry. Okay, so that goes down.
No, get away from me.
Don't push it. Gotta watch your tone with it, man. with a man with abs like this.
Teach you a lesson.
Yeah, this is easily the best Blood Omen 2's ever looked for me. And I really would like to see a remaster of this. Oh, did I just lock my... I did. Oh, well. Hello.
What was that?
'Twas me. Mario. No, not Mario. But yeah, I've mentioned on the channel before how atmospheric... no, hang on. Hey, no. Let's attack the people who are attacking me, please. You got a great chance to get away while I'm eating here, lady. Whatever. There we go. And by the way, if you haven't unlocked the fledgling warlord skin in Defiance Remastered, definitely do that, because it is the more realistic version of Blood Omen 2's Blood Omen 2 Kane, and it looks really, really good. Like, I would love to play through this game with that model. But then we'd have to update all the other models too, so...
I was told to meet someone here.
Who's there? You must be Kane.
You are a human.
Claw point.
Curious that you would help one such as I.
We hate the Sarafan, we humans. The things they do, it's not right, not natural. If your kind can bring them down, I'll help you, I will.
I was told to find the smuggler's den.
You're a stone's throw from the entrance. Go through, it will lead you to the smuggler's den. Careful, though. There's rogues down there that'll attack you on sight.
Oh, there was a line that was cut there.
Wait! Tell Uma that I helped you, please. She promised me the dark gift if I did as she asked. You'll tell her, won't you?
I'm certain Uma will give you all that you deserve.
Music we didn't have in this scene before. Okay, well played. All right, that's chapter 1. But let's keep going and do chapter 2.
Greetings, Kane.
You eluded the guards.
They were only human. Welcome to one of the glories of our fair city, the Smuggler's Den. As squalid as you found the slums, you will find this place even more offensive. Rogues and thieves rule the streets, and of course the Seraphan too have their own dealings here. You may expect small help from the inhabitants, and more trouble.
I do not require their hospitality. You spoke of a smuggler's tunnel I must find?
Yes, it is hidden somewhere in this district. I know not where. I have sent word to a member of the Cabal to help you. You will find him at the tavern, deep within this district.
How will I know this person?
He will know you. Find the tavern quickly. We will speak again later.
All right. Chapter 2. Again, I really I love how atmospheric Blood Omen 2 is. It really does nail this kind of, almost Victorian city atmosphere. I'm a big Bloodborne fan too, and it really just kind of it feels like a prototype version of Yharnam.
I have no money.
I guess I should let him talk. Woomph. Also, if you happen to have seen the Blood Omen 2 ASMR video that we made, I don't apologize for it. Some men just want to watch the world burn, or make other people watch 26 minutes of cane-sucking blood. Hey, pal, do not get in my way. Oh, geez.
What do we have here?
Oh man, those arrows. Whew. Okay, well, time to take that a little more seriously, huh? Yeah, do not be in my way. Thank you. I love that they added Ve Victus there in Conceptual. This is great. Because Cain abhors waste, like history abhors a paradox. All right. I suppose we could have used mist form there. I suppose we still could, actually. Huh.
Where did he go?
That's fun that it pitches down like that. Did you hear that? Not if I cut you first. So on the you can play the port of the PS2 version on PlayStation Network with trophies, and there is a trophy for getting a kill with every weapon. So make sure that you're paying attention to that if you're playing on PlayStation. There we go. Surprise! Staying fed, staying healthy. Alrighty. What else we got? And I'm probably going to need to switch my weapon here soon, but I kind of want to do some fighting with my claws, actually.
How rude.
Well, you're in my way. Not that I was looking where I was going, but still. Ah, here we go. Stuff, stuff, stuff. Any stuff? Ooh. Yeah, that corner ambush, that's, I've said it before, but that's some Dark Souls stuff right there. I mean, it's not exclusive to Dark Souls, obviously, because Blood Omen 2 predates Dark Souls by a long time. But still fun that these little ambush spots are, you know, so prevalent in game design, you know. Does that count as a complaint? No, I'm admiring it. It's not a complaint. I admire your cunning.
Stay back.
No promises. Oh, where did the other one go? Made a run for it. Om nom nom. Okay, back to business. Open one gate, so we can go open something else. There's a lot of that in Blood Omen 2. Listen to all the sounds, all the screams. Meridian is not a nice place to live. At least not this part.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, he'll never know.
He has a way of knowing. He can smell it if he's not getting his proper share.
I did the same yesterday.
Don't tell him you know me, then.
30% for a bed for the night. It's robbery, that's what it is.
A safe bed where the Sarafan don't look for us.
It isn't fair, I tell you. I took all the risk to steal the stuff in the first place.
Just don't come bawling to me when he makes a crippled beggar of you. That's all I ask.
Fascinating conversation. Love how he checked his buddy there. And Kane's showing up as black in mist form. I think that's actually trying to be a more clear communication that he's invisible, rather than just having his opacity down like we see in the PS2 version. I like it though. Weapon lore. Or weapon fortification, whatever. Well. Yeah, those weapon upgrade boxes really do make a difference when you're in combat like these. Screams carried upon the wind. I found it comforting that someone in this world was suffering more than I. Well, well, well. And your weapons do break, I just haven't had it happen yet.
Hey there. Can you spare some change?
Change? No, I can't. I'm a vampire, and I don't carry cash. That's a Vermeer there.
Sir, a moment of your time.
You know me?
I was instructed
point.
to look for you. Yes, sir. I am a friend of the Cabal, sir. One of many in the city. I am here to assist you.
Then do so by all means.
The smuggler's tunnel you seek is hidden in a cavern underground. The thieves enter by way of the church outside, but there is no entrance there for any but themselves. You, sir, must go beyond the church and find a lift. This will take you underground.
Where precisely is this lift?
In a collapsed section of the district beyond the church. The church, remember, sir, is forbidden to all but the thieves. The guards there will attack you should they but lay eyes on you.
I will be most careful.
Help! Somebody help me, please! Guards, call the Seraphim!
What do we have?
Let's see, do we have guards down there? No. Are they coming upstairs? Maybe. Oh well, we'll keep it moving. Kane's smart, remember. There we go. I do love the tavern music. It's fun. There's the church.
I'm gonna cut you to pieces.
You were brave to try. Ah, our friend the digital owl. Can I leap the fence? I sure can.
What do we have here?
That's cool. Okay, so they've replaced the Seraphim guards that were here before with the thieves. The disembowelment move. Not terribly graphic, but so that's a small change that they made just to kind of make it more consistent with what's actually being said in the cutscenes, which again, smart. The level of technology that we see in Meridian, I find really, really interesting. And we'll get into that a lot later as we talk more about other things going on. Like these guys that just disappeared on us. A ponytail meant to rival Kane's magnificent mane. It doesn't really, but he's sure trying. Is there a checkpoint? You know, not a bad time to save, I don't think.
You done?
The air down here is terrible.
Please, don't hurt me.
Well, stay out of my way. And I will consider not hurting you. Okay. Got a few paths here.
Leave me alone. Pardon me, Governor.
Don't mind me, Governor. Man, I'm just making this sword last forever, aren't I? Oh,
Get away from me.
you got in my way. Sorry, pal. Well then. Not much of a puzzle, but we'll,
Leave me alone.
okay, you know what? I really was trying to be smart about this. But they keep getting in my way, so... Okay, so we need to open that in order to get up there, which we will. Poke. Oh, sound design is another element too that I think is really, you know, minus a digital owl or two, really great in Blood Omen 2. Lots of uncooperative switch operators here. Now that is a really messed up way to kill somebody. Steamed hams. It makes as much sense as the joke. Would you like that hot or iced, sir? Hot. Oh. Okay, that's a complaint about my own jokes right there. Stealth kills in Blood Omen 2 are very satisfying, I will say that. Let's see what else is here. Okay, we need to get down there, but that steam's gonna keep us from doing that. Got a ladder, excellent. Okay. So we're blocking the ladder. Okay. So we've got that one. What if we close this one? Nope, closes it both. I have to say, misters are a very effective vampire defense. So we close that one. Closes that one. I feel like I missed something here. Okay. So maybe it's just a little round. Yeah, I think we just have to go back around. Oh, it closes these doors too. Okay. What's going on, Puzzle Brain? You're usually better than this. Are either of those down there open? Oh, so it's timed. Okay. There we go. It's been a long week. Vampire defense offline. Open mouth.
Well, well, our lord was correct. You are alive. Do you remember me, Cain, who served you so well?
It was Faustus, one of the legionnaires of my army of vampires, an indifferent soldier, but now a traitor to our race. Faustus, it's true then. I hardly believed it. Vampires have turned against their own kind.
What is our kind? In serving the Seraphim, I have protection, I have power. And who better to hunt down a vampire than a more powerful vampire? History is written by the winners, Cain. That is my kind.
How many of us have been destroyed by the Seraphim? How many have been brought to their deaths by you?
I care not for those destined to die. I don't weep for them, and I won't weep for you.
Look around you, Faustus. Does your victory seem so assured now?
A fleeting setback. Our Lord knows of your presence. He beat you before, and he will bury you now.
But you will never know how it ends, Faustus. For I
Music!
will bury you first of all.
Okay, already a huge improvement because PS2 version had a bug where it wouldn't play the boss music. You would just do these fights in silence. So Faustus here is played by Phil Proctor, who did some additional voices for Legacy of Kain Defiance and has been in basically everything you can possibly think of, including a bunch of Pixar stuff. But here's one of the more surprising revelations that came out of the excellent no-clip Soul Reaver documentary, and that's an audition tape for Tom Kenny. The voice of SpongeBob actually exists for Blood Omen 2. For this role. So super interesting the places these voice actors turn up. Now, I wish he'd been given a better script because this is another one of these examples of it's just the writing in Blood Omen 2 is just not as good. I'm sorry, it is not. A lot of Kain's lines are okay, they're pretty decent when they actually understand what Kain's character is about. But yeah, that's my chief problem with Blood Omen 2. But let's do this fight, and I'll talk about something I like. Okay, so the thing that I really like about Blood Omen 2, oh crap, I missed, is that you can't just spam your quick attack because they'll just block or dodge, because they understand the game's mechanics. Yeah, so you have to block and use your rage. And it might take a few tries. And he leaves himself open after the red kick there. Yeah, that's how you really do damage, is by using rage. There we go.
I have a surprise for you, Cain.
And this part's cool too. I do actually like this part of the fight.
Catch me!
Ah.
Catch me! Catch!
So basically, you just have to stealth up to the things here, but don't get caught in these explosions.
What's this? Oh. Too slow, fool.
He's really going over the same one.
What's this?
It's called fire.
Oh. What's this?
It really is nice to have music in these fights. All right, where are you? There he is. Mine is never laugh. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, the Liu Kang kick didn't really... It works for him, does not work for you, Faustus. Anytime. Come on down. That skybox out there is fun. Yeah, I had dodged that. So these cutscenes really imply that Cain is is devouring at least a part of their souls too, or at least their power. But this leads me to, this kind of supports a theory that I have about vampiric nature and souls in Legacy of Kain universe. It's not just blood. In the manual for Soul Reaver 1, Raziel talks about how the true essence of vampire nature is in the soul, not just the blood in the body. So it's, I think this kind of ties into that as well. So there's an element of soul that's being consumed here. Soul seems to like have everything to do with everything in Legacy of Kain. So anyway, just loose thoughts here. But now we have beaten the first of the old vampire lieutenants. And now we can do something cool. Jump. Yeah. And you can target enemies from a distance with jump, which is also awesome. Is there anything down there that we need? So yeah, that's the first couple of chapters of Blood Omen 2. We will play through the whole game, I promise. I've kept you waiting long enough. We're not going to leave it unfinished now. So let's count the complaint jar. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 22, 23. $23 in the complaint jar. When we get to the end of the playthrough, we'll donate it all to the blood donation arm of the Red Cross. That's $23 so far. So, got a good start for next time. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see and you want to see more, do the things.
Wow.